Hetra is amazing. There's no question. They're changing lives.
At Schrock Innovations, they're asking you to join them and add your support to the organization.
Thor Schrock is here to explain what Hetra means to his family. Good to see you, Thor.
Hi,
Thank you for
Thor.
stopping by. Listen, we know you do a lot of things in the community to help with technology, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Your laptop goes down, you fix it, right? Your internet goes bad, you fix it. What are you doing in the community to help with, I guess, charitable work?
Well, you know, we have a very good dedication toward doing charitable things, you know, with various areas of the community. So everything from, I think last year we helped the Fraternal Order of Eagles like pave a parking lot, you know? Like we didn't actually get out there with Bertha, you know, and drive it around. And we couldn't give them stuff for their auction to auction off. But one of the things we're trying to do here with Hetra is it's really rare that you get to see an organization that is local in the community, local in your community, not like, you know, the local chapter of a national organization, but just a local organization in your community that's doing really amazing work with kids. And not just amazing work like abstractly, like you can review our statistics and our paperwork. No, you can actually walk down to the barn at Hetra and see them doing outstanding work with kids. And I've seen it with my own eyes. It's amazing.
They've also worked with veterans, with adults who have needs, but with your kids, I think it's great that you've had this experience to go and see it. We've got a few images here, Thor.
Yeah.
Would you explain to our viewers what we're seeing here?
Well, yeah, this is my son, Jacob. My daughter has a speech issue where she's not building the vocabulary that she is supposed to be building by this age. By age 3, you're supposed to have about 800 words. She's got about 20. And so one of the therapies to do that to help with low tone and other things that it's amazing how it's all tied together. It's called hippotherapy. So my wife first told me we're taking our daughter to hippotherapy, and I thought, what is this at the zoo?
Dangerous.
I mean, and so
here she is.
Yeah,
is
this is Katie. She's on her horse there, and basically by having her do things while she's on the horse or lay in different directions on the horse, she's building up those core muscles, those diaphragmatic muscles that help her breathe, and that actually helps speech. And so she gets all these different things, and they march her around, and they have her put things on the poles, and she picks what she wants, and that's her horse Red. But you can see they've got sidewalkers there, and
she was backwards for a reason.
Oh yeah, she's trick riding, as her brother calls it.
Yeah.
And you know, one of the cool things about Hetra is, you know, her brother goes to all the therapy sessions. You know, so we're homeschooled, so he goes with all the speech therapy, and the occupational therapy, and here we're going to hippotherapy. So he'll be like, you know, why don't we give you some Western riding lessons, you know, to have something to do while you're there. So and he loves it there. So it's not just for, you know, people with special needs. I mean, you can go in there and get some great lessons. But the big thing to remember about Hetra, and they don't say this themselves a lot, but the prices they charge people, because insurance doesn't cover this kind of stuff, and this stuff works. Of course, they don't cover it because it works. So
it does seem a little counterintuitive.
They don't charge the actual price. I mean, anyone who's ever been involved in anything to do with equestrian knows it's a very expensive hobby. You know, Katie's sessions are like $55 a session. I mean, compare that to a speech therapy session in a gym. I mean, it's just ridiculous how inexpensive it is. Well, they're providing these things at a lower cost because they do fundraisers throughout the year. And those fundraisers are like what we have on our Facebook page right now at facebook.com/Schrock Innovations. You can click the link. And if you've ever had someone with a speech issue, imagine potty training a 3-year-old who can't say pee or poo. You know, and so she understands some words and she can speak other words, but there are some words she can't do both. And it's a real challenge. So
how long has she been doing it, this therapy right now?
Almost, golly, just about a year. Coming up on a year, yeah.
And one of the things that you've talked about is like the physical progression, but the emotional is something else that Jody and some of the crew there at Hetra have talked to us about before. And maybe at her age, you're not seeing it yet, but do you feel like that's part of the promise?
You see it in small ways, like the barn cats. They've got the barn cats. So you could name the barn cats there. So the mama barn cat slam around, and, you know, Katie, she goes to pet the barn cat, and we're trying to teach her the difference between, you know, I will love you and hug you, you know,
or I will squeeze you to pieces.
But, you know, it's like you can pet the cat or you can pet the cat, you know. So she's learning that, but the horse doesn't care. So she gets up on the horse and she's like pat, pat, pat on Red, and Red likes it, you know, and the cat not so much, you know. So she's learning those kind of things, and it's, you know, my son had his first encounter with a clawed cat. They come with claws. Yes, they do, son.
No, that's not a lesson you want to learn,
Kitty was going
really.
on his leg, and then all of a sudden it was chink.
Oh, boy.
So, but Hetra's done a lot of great things for your family so far. What is Schrock doing from the business standpoint to help Hetra? Yeah,
you know, it's one of the things where we get requests all the time. By the way, we welcome those requests. If you go to our website at Schrock Innovations, you can click on charitable contributions, and if you have a charitable need that you need filled, you can ask us for help, and then, you know, so we donate computers, we'll donate, you know, websites, all kinds of stuff like that. So we'll help you out. But with Hetra specifically, I go there with my daughter for the lessons on Monday nights, every Monday night. And I'll be there tonight. And so if anybody wants to come on out, Hetra, you know, we're going to have some hot dogs. No. Get those
You-
ready,
you were
guys.
signing autographs.
Yeah,
The
signing
Thor
autograph.
Schrock.
Yeah, no, but when you go out there and you watch them working with your child, and you watch, you don't realize that everybody there. You first time you go, you're like, these people are really good. Then you realize they're all volunteers.
Yeah.
And
They're amazing.
yeah, it's just one of those truly amazing things. So what Schrock's going to do is every dollar that we raise for the Drive to Ride campaign that we're doing right now on
And
our
this
Facebook
is your,
page.
this is it?
Yep, this
is
tells
the
the story
page?
about what's going on with the kids and why they like Hetra. But basically, our goal is to raise $2,000 for Hetra.
Yeah.
And if we're dollar for dollar up to $2,000, Schrock is going to match whatever is raised on this page.
That's awesome. But you listen, if you want to donate and you could eclipse that goal, obviously you'd be happy to do it.
Oh,
'Cause then you're
absolutely.
helping more people for a
Absolutely.
longer period of time. And if Hetra, if you've never heard of him before, I'd love for our viewers to go to that page and learn more about the organization and really see
Yep.
the kind of difference that you're seeing firsthand right now.
Yeah, and it's amazing. Every kid that goes
awesome.
there is different and has different needs, and they're so responsive to those different needs.
Absolutely, yeah. Schrock Innovations, you got 3 locations, Village Point, Papillion, and Lincoln, but we've had Hetra on the show many times.
Oh yeah, and we're going to start our new equine computer repair therapy, where we're going to put the technician on the horse with a very long extension cord.
Stop.
Oh, sorry.
It's time to go. Thor, thanks for coming, buddy.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Alrighty.
Thor, don't leave me hanging, dude.
Well, you weren't there.
We
Mike
know.
reached out for it.
He was very aggressive on that handshake.
He was.
Getting
That
after
was
it.
a man shake.
We know plenty of people who